Welcome. Da 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 da.
No, 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 no.
Welcome to Leadership in 320. I'm Brennan.
I'm Mitchell. The double wave is back.
We're back. Seems like it's been an ancient amount of time, Charlie.
It does. But it hasn't been.
How's everything going with you?
Everything's going very well for me.
Is it?
Yep. I can't come up with one complaint.
No, well, that's not what you said off air.
I never complain to you. Not that I can think of.
Really?
Just venting, not complaining.
No. Well, there's probably a little difference there.
How about you?
Me?
How goes life?
I'm good. I can see that that arm looks like money. That scar.
What?
Your plasma scar.
Yeah.
Like you and I said, we didn't even know that. We were doing that for months before we even realized. What do you mean we're getting paid? You're getting paid for this?
You got paid?
We're just doing it out of the goodness of our hearts.
I didn't get paid. I always donated my plasma.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was called. I couldn't believe when they gave me a debit card with money on it.
Well, every time we kept going back, I kept trying to tell them, I don't want this. But like, we're going to load it on your card anyway, sir. And I'm like, well, fine. I'm going to have to spend it then.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
Scarred,
I keep
scarred for life, just like a tattoo. Nothing's going to be there forever.
I keep waiting for one of those to pop up around here.
I'm glad it hasn't. I don't want to go back.
On our little vacation, we went by a couple. I was asking Brennan, how long do you think it would take to stop in there? Do you think they track it from state to state? I could have donated all the way down. Could have paid for our gas. Oh, don't believe me. The way I was slurping back down some dews, that would have filled me right back up.
That would have been coming out green.
Like
What a
crystal sugar.
what
Looked like Carol syrup.
maybe Grady looks a little bit older when he gets a haircut. Maybe you could have convinced him that he was 18. Get him in there too.
But just when they get hooked up and it went through the first cycle, actually we're gonna stop this donation. We're gonna suggest they go to a hospital immediately.
Sir, your plasma is crystallizing before it gets into the bag.
This is bad. What blood type are you? Skittles.
Skittles.
No, what is disgusting?
Carol syrup coming out of your veins.
Is when you got a big old mouthful, big old cheek full of Skittles.
I can taste it.
And that saliva in your mouth is enough to about choke you out if you're not careful.
Oh, if you swallow that, you're gonna die.
Huh?
Asphyxiation.
No, I mean, if you drove up in my driveway and I had, what I'm talking going on, and I spit like on your window, it would break out the window. I think.
Yeah.
That's how heavy that is. You'd see it like twirling through the air.
So if you go to spit that on the ground, you could get it to touch the dirt. You could suck it all the way back up. That is some nasty stuff, but it tastes delicious.
Well, we're gonna
Taste the rainbow.
This kind of goes. You got some big fingers on you.
Long or fat?
I was thinking like the fat,
Thank you.
not fat. I don't know. Looks like you need
Fat or long or just big?
you need a side cutter to get that ring off. And as hard as it's squeezing on there, I don't mean to cut the ring off. I mean to cut your finger off and then slide it off.
Pops right off.
Well, we're talking about momentum. Momentum today. And
Momentum.
the beginning momentum of this podcast took us away from our topic, which is a good point. Charlie, as you pointed out in our little conversation tonight, is momentum can be a positive, can take you closer to where you want to go, or it can be, you can have some negative momentum as well.
That momentum meter can be swinging. Doesn't always have to swing in the positive direction.
No. Is your momentum taking you right now towards your goals, Charlie?
Yes.
It is?
I am just the meter is just spinning around and around and around. It's just going so positive.
I don't think that's a good thing when you think of a meter.
Oh, it's like this is if this is a neutral, negative, positive, it busted through and now it's just freewheeling around.
I think of like
A momentum meter is good. If your compass is doing that, that's bad.
when I think of a meter, I think of like a gas grill temperature gauge.
Yeah, see, it busted right through the top.
Yeah, but then I visualize it going like pushing on that far side, not spinning around.
No, I was
Regardless,
I wasn't telling you the truth.
That's kind of interesting though.
My momentum meter is we're
You got a little extra.
We're treading water, probably.
You got a little extra momentum.
Did I do?
Huh?
What's that?
Just it was just the momentum. You know what I mean?
No.
Like weight.
But are we carrying are you saying I'm going in the right or wrong direction?
You're carrying it somewhere.
Right here. Carrying it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's great
I was asking you honestly.
I would say that being truthful and being serious for a moment, that right now I think I need a little push. It's not negative. We're not going in the wrong direction right now, but we're not going far enough in the right direction either. We're just kind of, like I said, we're just gonna.
Your answers are always very political.
No, we're just treading water. You know, I don't. If someone said right now, like, hey, you need to be doing better, I'm like, no, I think I'm doing good, but I
What about
could be doing much more.
What about the old adage, you're either getting better or you're getting worse? What if there is no treading water?
I'm treading water? I would say I'm getting a little better then.
At what?
Eating more for supper.
I'm just kidding. You're doing better.
I'm trying to run more.
Do you think I could still beat you in a race?
Jimmy fixed my treadmill, so now I feel like I owe it to him to actually use it.
Do you think I could still beat you in a race?
If it is under 400 meters.
In your house, it sounds like a Sasquatch is doing aerobics upstairs when you're on your treadmill.
So I honestly didn't know this because, you know, when Ashley's on there, you know, she'll usually be the last couple months anyway, just with pregnancy and everything, she is walking. She must walk very nicely because it's like, oh, like I can sit down there, like right below it.
All you hear is I think what you're supposed to hear
like the treadmill running.
Yeah.
The belt going.
No, like I said, I don't want you running on my treadmill ever again.
Oh, but I go and
You broke mine.
So I didn't. You said it was broken before, but anyway, I had Dirks up there and he's like, I'm gonna run on the treadmill when I went to grab something. So it wasn't on or anything. And he was just like stomping on it. And I go downstairs and I can hear him stomping on this. And, you know, he weighs all of 50 pounds. So I was like, oh my gosh, like if this is what it sounds like for him.
I think you should have reinforced the floors probably.
Well, that or made sure I put it the long way so it's over like 3 of the studs on the floor. So it's not just going to bust through there.
I used to think you were a graceful runner.
I thought I was too, but then I'm just not.
Because I used to think you were, and you still probably are, but I mean, you put a hurting on that treadmill.
But before I thought like, oh, mine's got like good shocks. No, it's like I don't think it did that. I think it just beat it so far into the floor, it's just bouncing off the wood.
The day that you were on mine, Brennan asked what was going on down there.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, she did. She came down.
No.
It was concrete floors, and you boom, 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 about at that pace too.
There's a lot of man bouncing on that treadmill when I'm on that thing.
A lot of man.
A lot of pounds.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom.
I weigh more than you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I do.
No, we're not going to get into it, but I know I weigh more.
No, I know I weigh more than you. I'm just saying.
I mean, you look like you weigh more, but I weigh more. That was mean. I'm sorry.
That's right. Well, one could argue that, probably.
I mean, the fact that I'm smiling this big and I can see both of my cheeks is probably good.
Huh?
I said the fact that when I smile I can see my cheeks is probably not good.
Can't see that gullet you got here. You got about half a dozen circus peanuts in there. What do you do? What do you do, Charlie?
You just keep going.
We're both. You just keep going. Which way?
I'm not going to lay down and
Sometimes
die.
I think you got to stop instead of keep going.
No, I always joked, but I like a challenge.
So what? No, what's
We're gonna
funny?
break myself
This
down
is
so we
terrible.
can build it back up.
We shouldn't even say this.
Uh-oh. I'm not saying
No,
it either.
I'm just saying what you used to say. So you used to say,
oh boy. I don't even know where this is going.
I know
I'm
when you're
nervous.
nervous when you pull out your shirt like this. You used to say of nothing against any individual by any means. It wasn't. But you just, in theory, used to say, when we used to actually be like in somewhat decent shape.
I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you're going to
No,
say.
you used to say that you felt like if you were in a place of not being in good shape, that you could, at a snap of a finger, you could get out of it in a hurry.
I think I could. I just haven't stamped my fingers yet.
Oh.
We are, Bernard, we talked about this like 3 months ago. The Phoenix, baby.
What about the Phoenix?
Huh?
What about the Phoenix?
we're gonna burn the place down just to come back to life, to reincarnate ourselves here.
Well, better happen quick before my heart blows up.
I can't control you. I can't do this for you. I can't do this for
Sounds
you.
like you're on the same program.
Yeah.
I was feeling
That
like
Skittles juice doesn't pump very good.
No, I was feeling like I didn't need to eat anything the other night, and that turned into putting a frozen pizza in. And
What'd you do? Like take two frozen pizzas and then put a bunch of bacon strips in the middle, and make yourself like a sandwich?
I don't like bacon, believe it or not.
Sausage, Jimmy Dean sausage patties.
No, I like had to halfway force eat the last couple pieces because at that point it's like
you did eat a pizza.
I ate the whole thing. And
what kind?
Then I felt bad about myself.
Roma.
It was at Tony's. Then I felt bad about myself.
So you had dessert.
Yeah. I found a sharing size, whatever they call it, the one with the zipper.
Shareable?
No, I think it's bigger than a shareable.
Family size?
I mean, it was like a big bag, like with a zipper on
Of
top.
what?
Skittles.
You ate all of them?
No. I ate a lot of them.
Saved a couple.
I had a couple handfuls of them. And then I really didn't feel good about myself.
So then what'd you do?
I was thinking. So then what happened? I was thinking
we went to the freezer to get some
I should go on the
cream.
treadmill. No, I just been, as we talked about, speaking of momentum, what we're supposed to be talking about, those things go hand in hand. Like we say how our, parts of our world intersect, which is pretty obvious. Like the fitness world or lack thereof and the kitchen table.
I've heard good things about the fitness world.
Me too. But like, for example, I haven't been working out much at all. And
well, tonight we kind of worked out. We did volleyball, and then we each ate about 3/4 of a pound of beef jerky.
the fact that you said did volleyball is the problem.
We did volleyball. I didn't say we did volleyball. I thought I said did I just say we played volleyball?
You said we did volleyball.
We did the volleyball tonight.
Played the volleyball. Anyways, I had an interesting combination tonight. That's still, believe it or not, not sitting terribly great. Was a rather obnoxiously sized bowl of warmed up chili with a strawberry shake.
Oh my gosh. You told me you had a shake, you didn't tell me you had chili first. That's disgusting.
No, yeah, it wasn't good. Well, I wasn't planning on it. But then the kids
don't go together.
I told the kids they could, so they mixed one up.
Did they have chili too?
No. They mixed one up in the Ninja blender. I've been telling them the last couple of nights they could, so they put out, a couple of toppings. I'm like, whatever.
But why didn't you have like cheeseburgers
and Dad goes,
or something?
Huh?
Cheeseburgers or chicken tenders.
The shakes, like I said, were an afterthought. The kids reminded me that they had asked very nicely if they could. So I'm like, yeah, let's fire it up. And then I was just, made them one. They poured all their stuff in, and Grady, said, Dad, aren't you gonna have one? Well, that's right, son. I do. Dad probably should have one.
Daddy deserves one too.
So instead of just having a little one or whatever, I had to get the wooden spoon out and was forcing ice cream down in there.
Just bending the blades of the Ninja.
Making sure I got as much in there as possible. What are you doing?
Would have been easier for you just to take that spoon and dump that strawberry syrup in the bucket and just start mixing it all.
That's Grady to quick grab the syrup bottle and forcing it down to squeeze some syrup in there.
The syrup is just oozing up out of there.
Yeah. No, so anyways, I
like the water boy, I got my big wooden spoon.
Oh, no. So, it's just is. Bottom line, if I would have, did a little exercising,
you would have projectile vomited.
Well, afterwards, I definitely would. I still would. But after a few hours removed from that mistake, but if I would have done that, before, I would have definitely probably passed on the strawberry shake. That probably wouldn't happen.
Oh.
Maybe I would have. Maybe I would have thought I earned it. Either way, I would have been better.
Treat yourself.
I've been doing a lot of treating. Myself. Know what? Believe it or not.
You're getting so fat, your socks are getting tight.
Thanks. Believe it or not, the more treats, when you really start treating yourself, it makes it a little less fun.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I've reached that point.
Oh, I haven't yet.
No, I
love treats.
I had a coworker that knew I had reached this point a couple years ago when I was abusing. Luckily, I had avoided it for about half my tenure at the spot, but then I discovered the hometown bakery, and I liked it a lot. I stopped there. very frequently.
You're good for a baked good. You like your rolls, donuts, cakes.
I like bread,
Carbs. Yeah, I've been carb loading for the last like 10 years. I'm getting ready for a big event.
No, what's funny? We've hardly talked
Decathlon.
Not like we talk a lot of sense usually. This has not been a lot of sense. I saw
This is all right.
Brennan sent me something. Are you trying to convince us of it?
I'm trying to convince. I'm trying to convince the people watching.
It's all right.
Don't turn it off yet.
Right.
It's about to get good.
It's gonna get better.
Ma, it's about to get good. Ma, don't turn it off yet.
We're trying to update our routine home a little bit as far as when we go to bed and getting up a little sooner and starting the running the day a little more ourselves instead of getting run, as we say. And anyways, it was my first alarm is who I am.
What?
Or no, my gosh darn it, why do I do this? My second alarm that I set on my phone, okay, is the piece of crap who I am, and the first alarm is who I aspire to be.
I only set one alarm.
Hey, no, you don't.
I just keep hitting snooze.
Do you really? I set about 4 alarms every morning.
I set just one.
And the one's like what's weird is I know how not my day is gonna go, but how the start of my day is gonna go. Like it's like almost like a gold, silver, bronze start to the day, and then just
DNF.
We what do I say? Or what were we saying the other day? What movies is that from? I just used it.
I'm not sure.
The Waterboy. I think it was the Waterboy again. We suck again.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
So that's why I think it's like my gold standard, silver medal, bronze, and then the we suck again. I've been getting up a lot of time with the we suck again, and the we suck again alarm does not involve working out or a protein shake by any means. You know what it involves?
A raspberry donut.
I wouldn't have time. I don't have time to stop at the bakery. The we suck again alarm is in a somewhat flurry, getting ready, starting the car in the middle of getting ready, getting the kids up, getting them rocking, getting them to go, and like shutting the TV off in the middle of prompting them to go, and then yelling at them to get out the door. That's what the we suck is. I would really like to get like a silver medal tomorrow.
What a rush.
Wow, what a hole.
Yeah, no. I do. I've told you this before. The mornings. The mornings.
You are the least morning person I have ever met. I think you need to start drinking coffee or something.
Mornings, my kryptonite.
The whole mornings?
No. Like from the moment my alarm goes off until about the first 20 minutes of the day.
You stay up later.
I don't as much now, though.
So what? You're just a big old slob?
No. I mean, I'll probably go to bed at like between 10:30 and 11:30. So it's not like I'm getting like 4 hours of sleep.
I've turned into one of those people that go to bed earlier on the weekends now.
Me too. Yeah, they know. I say this all the time. My
I go
favorite,
to bed at like 9 o'clock.
My favorite night of the week to go to bed early, Friday night. Yeah, you get up the whole week, you get through it, and it goes good, and you maybe stay up a little bit later than you should have, and come Friday night, it's like, man, I'm gonna eat supper, I'm gonna watch maybe a little bit of TV, and I'm gonna be hopefully sleeping by 9:30 if everything goes well. It's great. Great feeling. That's a treating yourself right there. You work hard, you get through the week, and you go to bed in the summertime, you go to bed as the sun's setting.
When's the last time you felt like this? I like some of these lines. These are maybe a little too radical for some people, but like the earn your food kind of a deal. I mean, like when you're in a good space and you're working out and you feel that way.
Never been there.
Oh yeah, you have been. More than you have been right now. Have you forgotten? No. So like earn your food. I mean, if you think of that now, like that when I'm
what?
Just thinking to myself, earn your food. This guy hasn't done nothing. I can barely tie my shoes. Yeah, you earned that full frozen pizza. Big old boy.
Jesus.
Oh, quick sometimes the mighty have fallen. Like I told you. You feel like you're pretty good shape for your age or whatever, in a good spot, and then wake up and that you make a poor choice. See, we talk about this
Momentum.
I know we talk it the other way sometimes. You make a good choice and you get in a routine, and pretty soon you'll listen to him. Now I guess it goes the other way too. You stop doing those things and you falter, then you're this big old fat boy and you're like, well, this is who I am now. This is who I am. You have me change. One time you're ripping off, running a 5K, somewhat a day, you're in pretty good shape, feeling good about yourself, and then you wake up and you're worried in the middle of eating supper, you're wondering hoping you got a frozen pizza in the freezer for about 9:30, and then you wake up in the morning and gotta beg your kindergarten and help put your shoes on because you can't get it done yourself. Life comes at you fast, Charlie.
That is messed up.
It is messed up. It's a true story. You're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a success story here pretty quick.
If anybody out there has any like shoehorns or reinforced shoehorns that he can buy for me.
I was gifted a shoehorn.
You need a longer one.
I think it was a more long-term rental. I always said I needed it. I need a shoehorn like duct tape to a broomstick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You need like one on it with a steel rod.
I think I'm going to have to manufacture that myself.
If anybody out there can make him a reinforced shoehorn, we will gladly demonstrate one of our episodes.
We could just lose a few pounds too. We'll try that. We'll try it.
So yeah, if anybody can get the shoehorn going, that'd be great. We might need that.
Things are gonna turn around pretty quick. Sometimes sometimes there's a little slipping along the way. Guy loses his traction. And I told you what I said. I think they actually tune in once in a while. Some people that you know who they are. Some folks not far down the road that I had the pleasure of working with on several occasions for several years. This is I was younger, teaching, one of my first years teaching and coaching. I hope they want this. And they were serious. They were really funny. And it's like, my God, this day came quicker than I thought it was going to. But they told me that, Brian, when you get a little older, if you have a couple of kids, you're going to reach a day. They said it's going to be a day. They said where you're going to be hanging off the edge as far as, the not being in great shape, whatever else. And they said, do not let go. They said, you crawl back and fight and pull yourself up. And they said, if you don't do it for us, you do it. Or if you don't do it for yourself, do it for us. I feel like I'm creeping closer to that ledge. I feel like Simba. Yeah. I feel like I'm backing up closer. I feel like
I've towed it before. I've towed the line, just kind of played with it a little bit, and then I back up, and and then but right now we're playing with fire now. I've got one hand. I don't have great finger strength, and I'm hanging with one arm right now, and I'm like looking up like, Dirks, help Daddy. Daddy's gonna fall. And ain't nobody helping. So it's up right now. Yeah, we're coming down to the final seconds here of the game, and it's time to make or break things, I think.
We'll say you're motivating to me because I just hope I don't. I hope it's not as bad as you, but I think it might be worse. That's the thing that keeps me up at night. Well, it might be as bad. Because I'm sick of listening to you breathing in this thing.
You know what I think is worse, though?
Reminds me of that deleted or that unaired Office scene. Yes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
See just the sound you made when you were getting up. Dude, that's terrible.
Have a cup of apple juice. Apple juice and tell me that you're not diabetic.
See just the noise you made when you were standing. I don't even watch The Office, but I think you shared that with me.
That was a pretty good
one.
Entertaining. So yeah, for me, I think this is how we have to break this cycle. Just thinking about this now, get the momentum swinging in the right direction for both of us. Right now,
it can happen quick too.
It is, but right now,
it's gonna be good.
I think I'm like, I need to do something with myself, and then you'll maybe say, oh, I'm in a little better shape than you. So I'm like, maybe I am. Maybe I'm fine.
I think we need to start looking for better role models than ourselves.
But then I look at this way, and I think you're fine then because the last 2 summers when we have our stupid races, you've beat me in each race, and then I think you think like, oh, well, I beat him in a race. Maybe I'm not that bad. Where realistically, people on the outside are looking at us and they're thinking, what the heck is wrong with these two guys? And both of us are looking at the wrong person, like he said, for motivation. And that in that sense, or like a pass, like, oh, I beat him in a race, I'm fine. Or I'm like, oh yeah.
If I'm thinking that way, it's subconsciously, and I sure hope it's not.
So bottom
Did I have
line,
my entire health in a 50-yard race between you and I?
you'd what?
Huh?
What?
I said, I hope I don't have my entire health, my well-being subconsciously wrapped
Well,
up
to me,
in
I will say
a
I'm
50-yard foot race. I don't think you were ever that fast.
It's not true.
Huh?
That's not true.
I think I would have been
I was never quick, but I was fast. It took me. I told you I'm a semi shifting through the gears.
I think you were just participated. If I would have participated, I would have been faster than you.
Participated in what?
Track.
Softball?
No, track. What about softball?
You look like a wiener. You look like a wiener dog running around the bases.
You couldn't hit a baseball. That's why you had to go to track.
Yes.
Huh?
My baseball coach said, "Have you ever considered track?" And I said, "Every single day, sir."
Oh, I'm just teasing you. What about softball?
What about it?
You don't have to run that fast when you're hitting gaps. You know, when you're trying to beat out ground balls in the infield, and you got to have a little giddy up.
That wasn't even worth it.
Huh?
You knew it wasn't even worth it.
I knew it was about time to quit softball. Was when we first started playing, and I'd laugh at people like
consistently hitting into double
plays.
plays.
Like playing shortstop, where you're reaching the stage where you're probably hitting the ball just about as hard as you ever have, but you're also way slower than you've ever been. So if you make the mistake and you
hit a one hopper to the shortstop and you you just curl back to the dugout. You don't even run it.
I remember laughing at those guys like shaking my head when we first started playing. You know, as soon as you hit it, they don't even run. You just turn a lollipop.
They never even get the bat out of their hand.
And then I remember the first time that happened to me. Like as soon as I hit it, like there's no point in me.
Something switched.
It's like I think this isn't as much fun anymore. This isn't as fun as it used to be.
Oh.
What do you do though? What do you do? Life changes. So says Thomas Rhett.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
we'll challenge each other to get back.
We gotta feed off it. We gotta get that momentum meter start swinging in the right direction here.
I can tell you, I'm not gonna lose to anybody wearing purple socks.
Vikings.
I swear those are Ashley's.
I'm celebrating the Viking season being over.
Hey, on to 24-25. Excuse me.
Ick. That was gross.
Been hold together.
You almost did.
It's almost time for golf.
Gosh. Luckily, those of you listening here haven't hopefully seen me swing a golf club before. He sent me a Snapchat from was it Top Golf a year ago? It was a Snapchat memory or whatever.
I think you've improved since then.
But it looked terrible.
It honestly looks like it hurts.
Forget about me having that swing and having to golf like that. If I was you guys, I would never golf with me because just watching that makes me nauseous.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it.
Me either.
Like I don't expect any of you to go golfing with me ever again after seeing that.
So picture this. Picture having to watch that golf swing, but picture having to wait
54 and seeing it 54 times over a round.
Picture having to wait in the tee box for about an average of 15 seconds a hole while you're on your phone waiting to watch that.
and then how long am I in the tee box before I actually hit it?
Hey, think how irritating that is.
Yeah, I can see that being a problem. I apologize.
Hey, Mitchell, you've heard 2 balls hit the golf club. Believe it or not, that means it's your turn again. Yep. It came around again. Hey, it's your turn to tee off.
There's my resolution for the year. Said I wasn't a resolution guy. We're gonna be better.
As far as what?
The golf course.
Yeah, I'm sick of you out there taking your fake business calls. Hello.
Oh my god.
It's Mitch. I'm on the golf course.
Yeah, you're dumb.
I'm dumb.
That's not true.
All of that what I just said is a little bit true.
Oh my goodness.
Is it a little bit true?
No.
Which part?
The last part. Everything else is true.
It's Mitch. I'm on the golf course. It's Mitch.
How could
you at least tee it off before you took the call?
Oh my gosh. Yikes.
It's Mitch. I'm on the golf course. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Give me $1 that you lost that hole.
Oh my gosh.
It's coming. You know, the good things keep coming. You know, the punches keep coming. So is life. Rock and roll.
Roll with
Rock and roll.
roll.
I think we'll wrap her up, and we'll be back, like as we say, whether you like it or not, in a few days. We'll be here.
Coming at you.
This is our space. We live here now.
Get that momentum meter turning in the right direction, everybody.
Let her rock. Let her roll. See you next week.
Until next time.